ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta play my...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line. So the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 40 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And he goes out right around the 39. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now a dump off here complete, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple.
At the Browns' 39-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second and 2. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Tony Brown there on the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Second down and 7. A run for Nick Chubb. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier, DJ Reader brought him down. It's a gain of 4.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He can run for it, and he will. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Burrow will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And Burrow going to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Space to maneuver at the 40. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown,
Kareem Hunt. 75 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense. And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Bengals 7. Rigoberto Sanchez set to...
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. They'll set up a throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 45-yard line.
And again, it's Joe. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. And they corral him just a couple yards. Shy of the end zone.
Complete to Donovan Peoples-Jones. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try the option on first and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Zerline now for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Browns 28, Bengals 7. Greg Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Minutes on the return. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The 28-yard line.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Here's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
On third down, Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 51 yards on the punt there.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The deep ball. It's second down and 10.
So second and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. On the carry, it's Chubb. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Bengals 7. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On second down, Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
First and 10 at the 43.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
10 at the 24-yard line.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow letting one go deep for the end zone. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Again, it's Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Browns 35, Bengals 14. Rigoberto
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They run it again with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Short throw to Disley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd and 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they take a knee. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
Back at the 26-yard line.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Cleveland, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll head back home next.